Friends and family, don't Mekenna and Christian look simply stunning this evening? Our story begins 10,220 days ago in Cleveland, Ohio, when Christian Elijah Cooper made his entrance to this world to the delight of his beaming parents, Charmaine and William. Yes. Exactly 60 days later in Mansfield, Ohio, Mekenna Paige Adderholt would take her first breaths of life. Kim and Duane, her mom and dad, were no doubt ecstatic to welcome their baby girl. Mekenna, ever the Disney girl at heart, continues to extol the virtues of Walt and Mickey, so much so that Christian now asks, "Want to watch a Disney movie?" Mekenna considers this a mighty triumph over Christian's Nickelodeon roots. As the oldest sibling and therefore most competitive, she found herself trying out the gamut of sports, including playing baseball on a team of mostly boys, which, and I quote, "shaped me to be even more stubborn and persistent. That, anything a boy could do, I could do too." Yes. She also recounts being a really good speller and winner of multiple spelling bees, lamenting, quote, "autocorrect and texting has robbed me of that talent now, though." Terrible, I'm so sorry. After surviving a private Christian school with her sister Brindley, if you know, you know, Mekenna graduated from Madison High School, class of 2016. Christian, when asked where he grew up, provided what appears to be his childhood address, 1680 West Jackson Street, Painesville, Ohio, 44077. Very accurate, Christian. Thank you for that detail. He remembers enjoying Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, as well as his beloved Nickelodeon. Christian played football, ran track, and was, quote, horrible at baseball. He was big into music and played the drums at church. He counts one of his biggest accomplishments of his younger years as transitioning from one school to another and overcoming his struggles to graduate from Perry High School with the class of 2016. Christian wasted no time and headed off to Baldwin-Wallace University to major in physical activity recreation administration with a minor in athletic coaching. Mekenna also attended Baldwin-Wallace straight after high school, majoring in psychology with a double minor in religion and neuroscience. Whew, that's a lot to say. And while both Mekenna and Christian would graduate in the 2020 COVID year, Christian said graduation was inside my house. Their paths would fatefully cross in 2019 at only the most romantic of places, a party on campus called April Rain, R-E-I-G-N, to celebrate the spring season and school spirit. Quote, "I was standing on a cut tree trunk when I first saw Mekenna sipping some wine." Mekenna added some further details. Quote, "The exact day was April 13th, 2019. We were both at a day party and I was like, 'Where did you come from?' Because I had literally never seen him before on campus, which is honestly pretty amazing for how small BW is. That day, our conversation was pretty slurred, given the activity we were engaged in. Mekenna's friend came over and mentioned, 'My friend thinks you're cute.' Christian added, quote, 'I'll admit I made the rookie mistake of looking at her Instagram before actually talking to her.'" Bruh. And to quote Mekenna, quote, "He did have to check to see if I was hot enough for him. But if that doesn't show growth, I don't know what does." The person I met on a tree trunk 7 years ago is now one of the most loving and intentional people I know. Their first date was an interesting one. They went to a game show event on campus where Mekenna won a $25 gift card after sharing with Christian that she never won anything. Quote, "It must have been a sign that Christian was going to bring luck and good things into my life, which he certainly has," said Mekenna. It was one of their earlier dinner nights that would prove to be the most memorable for Christian, though. At the dorm apartments, Christian decided to show off his chef skills to Mekenna. Roasted chicken, corn, rice, pretty simple. Quote, "Growing up, I just remember my parents cooking it for about an hour. So that's what I did. She was sweet enough to smile through it. She was sweet enough to smile through it. When I asked how it tasted, she said, "It's good, but pretty tough." I served Mekenna the toughest piece of chicken she had probably ever had in her life. Whew. After digesting chicken hockey pucks, things progressed with Christian and Mekenna when they met for a hangout session after Mekenna was in the library for hours. Before Christian arrived, Mekenna thought to herself, "Wow, I've never felt like this before." They sat on her bed in Heritage Hall, shared a bottle of wine, and talked into the wee hours of the morning about losing their grandpas who had both passed away, about their families, a truly vulnerable conversation. As Mekenna was walking Christian out of her dorm, she went in for a hug, and Christian went in for their very first kiss. By 2023, Christian and Mekenna were ready to take the next step in their relationship. He spent 2 whole months planning every last detail, locations, timing, and keeping Mekenna in the dark. He kept the secret mostly safe. Before work trips, she would ask him, "Christian, are you ever going to marry me? Have you even asked my parents?" Little did she know that Kim and Duane were in on the plan and kept things locked down, even after he had asked for their blessing one night after celebrating Duane and Brinley's birthday. On November 16th, 2023, Christian headed to Franklin Park Conservatory, where he went to the wrong spot because he couldn't find Celebration Garden. He wasn't even a plant guy, so when he told Mekenna he wanted to go to Franklin Park Conservatory, Mekenna said, "You want to go see the plants for your birthday?" And he said, "Yeah, why not? I'm feeling spontaneous." Eventually, they found the right garden when Christian dropped to one knee and asked Mekenna to be his wife. Thankfully, she said yes. Mekenna shared, quote, "I was so nervous because I thought this was going to be the day and I didn't want him to propose in front of a bunch of people, so I walked behind him. He took my hand, led me to the steps, and said my full name. I remember noticing his lip quivering as he spoke. It was so sentimental and precious." Christian affirmed, quote, "I felt extremely excited to make the next chapter with my best friend and continue sharing life with her." When asked what he loved about Mekenna, Christian replied, "What I love most about my beautiful Mekenna is the passion she pours into everything she does, whether it's strengthening her faith in God, pursuing new skills to grow as a therapist, or thoughtfully creating itineraries for our vacations so that we make the most of our time together. She has this incredible way of turning ordinary moments into something meaningful and memorable. Beyond all of that, it's the way she loves and supports me unconditionally, encouraging me in my work, standing by me through family matters, and reminding me every day that I am deeply loved. She truly is my greatest blessing." When asked what she loves most about Christian, Mekenna remarked, "I love so many things about Christian. I love that he tries every day without fail to make me laugh and smile. I love how deep and hard he loves his family and friends. There's nothing that could get in the way of him showing up and being there for his people. I love how he has immersed himself into my family. He would do anything for my sisters or parents. I love how he balances me out in the best way possible. He shows me what it's like to live life with a little less seriousness and a lot more energy. I love that our faith has drawn us together and has molded and shaped not only our individual lives, but also our partnership. And one very important thing, I love how he has grown over the past 6 years. I love that I love him more than I did yesterday, and it makes me excited for all the years in our future." Friends and family, once again, I give you the new Mekenna and Christian Cooper.